Are you recording?
I'm recording now.
So this is Heather's story of how to make cream of chicken soup after a couple of glasses of wine. So deal with it. So you start off by cutting up the chicken because
Shouldn't you start with the wine?
always just don't drink like a half a bottle of wine before you make this thing, or you're gonna cut yourself or burn yourself or drop something. Like, don't do that. Do not cook after drinking a half a bottle of wine, like I almost have. Is it a half a bottle? I can't tell. It's dark. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so like I was saying, start with the chicken. Cut up the chicken because that takes fucking forever and it's annoying. So you start by cutting up the chicken. Once you've cut up the chicken, or while you're cutting up the chicken, take a box, or I don't know how much fucking chicken broth you want or have. Live your life. Put that into a pot and start warming it up. About 5 or 6. You want it to be nice and warm, rolling a little, not quite boiling off, because if you're boiling off already made stock for a soup, you're doing it wrong. Then, after the chicken's done, while that's warming up, you take a half a pound of butter that hopefully you have thawed first, which we didn't do the other day. I had some time at the microwave where I figured out how to thaw and not melt butter. So cut it into about 4 chunks, right? Something nice, easy, manageable, the blender can deal with. Don't break a blender. I have done that with butter.
Oh,
Don't
God.
do that.
Oh, God.
Remember the blender I got in Ottawa before it died within 3 months?
What were you doing with the blender?
Ice cubes.
Oh, yeah, they're not really built for that unless it actually has an ice cube function.
No,
Really important to pay attention to that.
Yeah, so I trashed that, making myself ice caps.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so lesson learned. Get a good blender or don't put ice cubes in it. So then you put one of the quarter chunks of the half pound. No, 2. You put a quarter of okay, I'm confusing myself.
Math is hard.
Put a quarter of a pound in 2 cubes into the blender. Pour about half of the liquid into the blender.
The hot liquid.
The hot liquid, because it's got to be hot. Now, remember, it is hot. What happens with a blender? When you put hot liquid and you try and blend it, it will kill you. Be careful. Angie conveniently gave me a cloth and I put it on top so I did not die, because I don't want to die.
Yeah,
and it was
don't
hot. So be prepared that it will slosh up and it will try and attack your face, and hold it down and then pulse.
Why does it sound dirty when you say it?
Oh no!
I'm glad it's not just me.
Anyway, once you have that blended up, have a bowl on the side that you can then pour that liquid into, because you can't put it back with the other stuff, because then you fuck up the whole process. You gotta put in a new one, because you gotta dirty all the dishes. So then, repeat process. Oh shit, I forgot a step. Okay, now we're gonna pretend that we can rewind this video to when I started talking about the butter and the broth, because we forgot to put in time!
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I forgot the time. So,
Don't
now,
forget the time.
don't forget time. So, imagining we're going back in time to talk about the time. You have the quarter
I'm
shot.
gonna make you follow this video every time you make the soup, just to see how painful it is.
Okay. So then you take the quarter pound of butter from the half pound of butter in the 2 blocks, and you put a half a teaspoon-ish of thyme in with that whole mess. Now, repeat that. So, now you have the thyme, you have the butter, you have the broth. It's all happy and blended. Pour it back into the original pot, not the bowl, the pot. And then
Turn the heat down.
turn the heat down. Because again, we don't want to boil off your soup. Don't boil off your soup. Then you take a cup and a half, which was pretty much exactly how Angie said it to me when she handed me the carton of
I
heavy
don't
cream.
measure recipes.
And just kind of chuck it in there. Mix it around. Add in the chicken. Again, making sure it's nice and small, bite size. Put that in there, and then add salt and pepper to taste. A fuck ton more salt than I put in last time, because clearly I can't taste salt.
You are your father's daughter.
So, because both Angie needed about the exact same amount of salt that I had put in the entire soup into her bowl. And Father needed about the exact same amount of pepper that I had put in the entire soup in his bowl. So clearly I had made some mistakes. Or my parents don't know how to eat. I'm not really sure what the answer is. But anyway, you leave that on minimum to 1 until the chicken heats up. And then serve. Ta-da!
Yay!